Hey YouTube, welcome to Weigh-In Wednesday. I'm Erin, and I am 26 weeks post-op from VSG, or vertical sleeve gastrectomy, with Dr. Guillermo Alvarez in Piedras Negras, Mexico. As always, I start with the numbers. My high weight was 305. My pre-op diet weight was 295. My surgery weight was 286. Last week I came in at 220, and this week I'm 218. So, a loss of 2 pounds, which means that my stall wasn't a true stall. If I did the decimal points, I did lose last week. It just wasn't a full pound. So I lost like 0.2 pounds last week. And if I did the decimal points, then I actually lost like 2.2 pounds more this week. But I don't. I just do the whole numbers. So 220 last week, 218 this week. I'm cool with that. Actually, I'm psyched. Like 2 pounds a week, 3 pounds a week, that's great. So what do I want to talk about this week? Not a whole lot. I did a cooking video the other night. If you didn't see it, go check it out. It was like Cajun stuffed chicken. It's chicken stuffed with pepper jack cheese and spinach. I was thinking the other day, I'm going to tweak it. I'm going to redo it. I'm not going to refilm it, but I'm going to make the same recipe or whatever. I'm going to make stuffed chicken next week, but I'm going to spread the chicken with this basil pesto, and then I'm going to stuff it with fresh mozzarella and tomato. Probably like cherry tomatoes cut into quarters maybe. I'm not 100% sure on the tomato front yet. Definitely not just a full like diced tomato. Those don't have the right flavor to me. And then just sprinkle the breadcrumbs on the outside, no Cajun seasoning, salt and pepper. Anyway, it was delicious as it always is, but I like to play with things, so I'm going to tweak it and see, what other combinations I can come up with. What else do I want to talk? Oh, thank you to Betty Luhu for the vitamin tip. I was taking all my vitamins at the same time, iron, and I have an iron pill and a calcium pill, and she said, hey, you're not supposed to take them together. You need to take those two at least 2 hours apart. So I have changed that. I don't know. I think maybe they counteract each other, but I'm not 100%. Anyway, thank you to her. I got my 200 workouts in 2015 chart printed and up on the fridge, and my stars are going on it, and I'll put a picture of that right here. And I like it. It's a nice like visual yay for me. NSVs, I've had a few. Today, for the first time ever, I am wearing knee-high boots that are regular calf width. Now, they're a little snug. I would like them to be looser, but I got them on. Let's see if I can stand up and show you. I'm also wearing like a long sweater and leggings, but there's my boot. Check out my boot. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. I discovered in the bath that I can no longer use my belly as like a book or magazine holder. I'm gonna have to get one of those things that like goes across the top of your tub, because I totally went to sit my magazine down on my belly, which used to stick way out of the water, and got the whole thing really, really fucking wet. So there's that, which is an NSV to me, because that means that my belly was under the water, like water was over it. That's how I got wet. The other day, the preschool went on like a little field trip, like 3 blocks. But it's down this steep hill, and on the downside, no big deal. But I thought, I don't want to walk back up that hill. But I did it like walking on like flat surface. No, like out of breathness. I didn't have any issues at all. Also, I don't know if it was that same, I think it was that same day, we did this statewide jam, which is where all the schools in the state at the same time go in the gym and do like exercise for 15 minutes. So I participated in that. I exercised in front of the entire school. I was at the very front. That means everybody could see me moving and shaking from the back. I would have never done that before. I would have gone and stood off to the side at the edge of the gym and watched. I wouldn't have even attempted it. I wouldn't have even stood at the back and done it. I would have just stood to the side and watched. And I did it. I did the whole thing. I did what they were doing, except for jumping jacks, which I started doing, and then my pants started to fall off. And I thought, yeah, I don't really need this whole school to see my ass. So I stopped and just did the arms. So the last thing I want to talk about is, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you may have noticed that last night I did week 1, day 1 of C to 5K when I had been like ready for week 7. And the reason for that is I decided that I was going to start over. And the reason that I'm going to start over, or that I did start over, is that during the intervals, during the walks, I was walking at 3 miles an hour, and then my jog was at 4 miles an hour, which is really slow. And as I got farther into the program, I noticed that during that jog time, my knees and my hips really hurt. And what I determined is that they really hurt because my pace is too jarring, because it's slow, it's like too staccato. So last night I did week 1, day 1, and I bumped it up to 5 miles an hour, which is a 12-minute mile. And it was a challenge, and the backs of my thighs hurt today, but my knees and my hips do not hurt. So I think it was the right choice, and I'm just going to try to get through the program at that new pace and see how that goes for me. I'm also doing like some strength training type stuff on my off days, and then I have 1 rest day a week. So that's my new plan, and that's it for the week. So I will talk to you guys next week. Until then, have a great one. Bye.